right, so since we're already live, hello everyone, and welcome to today's AMA here at Blockchain Express Community, and we're very thrilled to host the team behind Bitopex, a platform that is shaking up the options trading world by making it simpler, smarter, and more accessible to everyone. So, guys, today we're going to be diving deep into their vision, the whole platform itself, plus some amazing updates about Bitopex. So, make sure to stay tuned from the beginning till the very end. Now, of course, to kick off our email, let us welcome our lovely guest, Sven, the CEO of Bitopack. So, hello, Sven. Welcome to Blockchain Express. Please say hi to all of our audience and kindly introduce yourself to everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. It's of course an honor to be here.
Thank you so much, Sven. Once again, warm welcomes from the community. Thank you very much for being on board. Now, let us start our AMA with the very basics because there are lots of listeners right now. So, there may be people who may be the first time hearing about BitoPax. So, Sven, to start off our AMA, can you give us a quick introduction to BitoPax and what is this platform all about?
Yeah, Bitopex is basically an crypto option trading platform. So you have in crypto different types of instruments what you can trade. One is spot. The other one is futures, and also we have options. And on top of that, you can build different structures. And yeah, so Bitopex is all about options. So it's like a very unique derivative what you can trade, and you can have a huge advantage. And basically, our platform was made for retail users.
Thank you, Sven. That's a great introduction to everything. It's really exciting to hear how Bitopax is really having all of it, right? It's really important for the people to get to be oriented about what the platform is all about. So thank you very much, Sven. Now, one thing that really stands out in your messaging is how beginner friendly the platform claims to be, which is something very important, right? Accessibility, I believe, is everything in this space. So let us unpack what that truly means. So Sven, you describe BitoPax as a crypto options exchange, right? That is made for everyone. So, Sven, what makes it beginner friendly compared to other trading platforms out there?
So first of all, not all platforms offer options. For example, Binance also offers options, but with a very limited features. For example, you cannot sell options or combine options, and that's very, very important if you want to do option trading. Because unlike normal trading, you can also trade sideways movements, and that's kind of also one of the main things in option trading. And this you can do with our platform. And the main difference from us to others is that our user interface is very easy to understand. So if any one of you ever looked into like an option trading site, like a Deribit or even in Binance, you see it's quite complicated. You have like a lot of tables, and when you click something, another table opens with the order book. And we really created a very intuitive mask where you basically just need to understand what is a call option, what is a put option, and then you can assemble your construct together and very easy trade without going through the whole tables and everything.
Thank you, Sven. You know, that is a very refreshing approach in this space. Like we mentioned, accessibility is key when bringing in, the new users into crypto trading. Plus, it's, a great advantage that you guys are really very unique in offering options, right? So thank you, Sven, for that. Now, speaking of simplicity, I've seen mentions of one-click options and option cards on your website as well, and they sound pretty unique. So let us talk about that up next. So Sven, about the one-click options and the option cards mentioned on your website, can you explain what those really are and how do they make trading simpler for all the traders?
Yes. So in options, it's quite common to combine a couple of options to one trade or strategy. And this, of course, can be quite complicated and overwhelming for the user. So the idea of option cards, also one-click option, is that we use predefined strategies to allow user to trade certain conditions without understanding the whole derivative setup. So, for example, Bitcoin is now trading closely above 103,000 in the moment. So you could make a trade with our option card, and if the price till tomorrow 8 a.m. UTC is not below 103,000, which is already, you will make like, for example, 2%. So you can trade really complex conditions, not like a long or short. You can price not falls under a certain range or not goes above a certain range, and usually you would need for that a very good understanding of derivatives to make this kind of combination. But with us, you just need to understand the condition and basically can make the trade with one click.
Well, thank you, Sven. That sounds both intuitive and efficient for every user. Just exactly, what the space needs. So, thank you very much, Sven, for that. Now, beyond usability, Bitopex also has made trading more visual, which can help more people, more traders to understand the market movements better. So, let us explore that, okay? So, Sven, we've actually heard that you've introduced a new and more visual trading interface. So, how does this design help both the new and the experienced traders in your platform?
So it is very intuitive. So basically, we designed it from the perspective of what the user or the trader or even the experienced trader is asking himself. So I want to trade an option. So either it's a call or put. I want to either buy or sell it. So I just put like click on call or put, buy or sell. And then I want to have an option which runs only for 1 day or 1 month or 1 year. And I want to trade a certain price, execution price for the option. And basically, I have like free drop down menus where I can combine those. And then I can find with basically 3 4 clicks to every option combination in the market. And otherwise, you would have to click through a lot of tables and find the right price and understand a lot, and it's quite complicated. So with our setup, it's very intuitive. You just need to understand what you want, and you will find it in a couple of seconds.
Thank you, Sven. That I believe that is a solid step forward. I mean, we all know that traders love platforms that feel both powerful and approachable and intuitive as well, right? So that is really something very important. One thing that really matters the most. So thank you, Sven, for that. Now let us shift to the performance because we've actually seen that your copy trading system has been averaging around 4 to 5% monthly returns, which are wow, impressive numbers. So Sven, let us dig into how that was achieved. So, talking about performance, your copy trading has been, like we mentioned, averaging around 4 to 5% monthly returns. So Sven, how are those results achieved and maintained as well?
Yeah, first of all, as we use options, which is a different instrument than futures, for example, we have a very different risk profile. And we have two strategies. One is more aggressive, one is more conservative, but both like returning stable yield for a good period of time. Or the other one is relative new, but the conservative one exists for like 1.5 years. And we're achieving that through a certain style or strategy in trading, which is called volatility shorting. But in short, it's about selling options. We're not buying options, we're selling options to the market. And due that we use option as a very unique instrument and use a very unique style in trading, we can return exceptional good rates for a very good risk profile.
Thank you, Sven, for that. That is remarkable. And this consistent performance, it definitely builds the community trust, right? The credibility as well. So thank you, Sven, for that. But, speaking of performance and building up from that previous question, correct me if I'm wrong with this. Your altcoin zero DTE strategy. I'm not sure if I'm correct with that, but it caught a lot of attention early on with its 1.5% gain. So let us discuss that up next. So it's been the altcoin zero DTE strategy started strong with a 1.5% gain, and it's just first few days. So can you tell us more about that strategy and how the users can take part in it?
Yes, of course. So first of all, zero DTE means 0 days till expiration, and altcoin means like we're trading options of altcoins. So, for example, Ethereum. And Basically, what we're doing in this strategy is we're selling options. So we're selling a put option in a certain period in time in expectation that the price will not go below this strike price. And through that, we can generate really good returns. You mentioned it's 1.5 already. It's 2.7 for this month. So we're making really good returns, very stable, and you can participate very easy in any copy trading. So our copy trading is a bit different than in other platforms. Not everyone can just open a copy trading, so it's go through some due diligence. But in this case, you just set up an account with Bitopex IO. You can deposit your USDT or USDC, and then you just deposit it into the strategy. You can also withdraw it any moment in time. You don't need to wait like 30 days or one day. You can withdraw it in like in seconds, and yeah, then you just can participate and earning like a stable yield.
Thank you for explaining that to us, Sven. That's a very interesting model, and it's really clear for us that the team is really data driven in how you approach the new strategies. Plus, thank you for the correction. Now it's 2.7% gain. Wow, that is really massive indeed. Thank you, Sven. Truly impressive for us to hear. Now, moving ahead, of course, where there is trading, there's also risk, right? I mean, it always comes together. So let us talk about how BitoPEX help the users to handle that side of things. So as when trading always involves risks. So how does BitoPEX help its users to manage or mitigate or to better understand those risks when using copy trading or options?
Yeah. So first of all, we have a risk management inside the product. So everyone who traded ever futures knows that he can get liquidated. So especially if it takes a huge leverage. But the beauty is with options, you can trade a huge leverage. So you can trade like one Bitcoin for $1,000, right? So you can take 100x leverage, and there's no liquidation risk at all. There's only that you can lose the $1,000, right? But you cannot get liquidated in whatever direction the price moves. So the instrument itself has built in like a hedge, and you can then combine like several options with each other and build really like uh, constructs with a very good risk management. And the second thing what we do in order to help traders and users on our platform is education. We have a whole section called Academy. Here you have really like a top-notch trading option course for free. Video content where we explain how everything works, how different strategies work, how you can protect your assets with options as an insurance. And on the copy trading side, um, we just very careful in the strategies we select. So we don't wanna. So we wanna have a good a choice for the user that he can choose between conservative strategies and risky strategies, but they should have a sense. They need to have a track record. They need to be tested, and they should be like have a certain maturity that we can take them on the platform.
Thank you so much, Sven. That is something very great for us to hear. Plus, I think this is one thing that also empowers the users, right? To help them make more informed decisions. That is something very crucial. So thank you, Sven, for explaining that to us. Now, for those newcomers, as you know, we're live on Binance, right? So, of course, there's other newcomers in the space. Some are already experienced. There's a variety in the audience. So, Sven, for the newcomers listening and wondering how to start, let us keep it simple for them. So, Sven, for someone listening who's brand new in the space, what is the simplest way to start using BitoPax? I mean, is it really as easy as one click?
Yes, it is. So you just need to set up an account on Bitopex.io. So Bitopex.io, I hope you see it somewhere on your screen. And then you have the choice, right? You can buy or sell an option. I think it's not so difficult to understand what is a call option or what is a put option. But if you don't understand or need an explanation, you just click on Academy and everything is explained. You click on the right video. And on the one click option or option cards, it's called option cards in our menu, you don't need to understand anything other than the condition. You don't need to understand which options are in the background, which derivatives. You just need to understand, okay, price will be in this time above or below a certain price, and then you click with one click you can do the trade. And copy trading is even more easier. So you look into the statistics of the different copy trading strategies. We have now two. They are proven. They have a good track record, running for a good period of time with millions of dollars. And you can basically click here and check the statistic if it fits your risk profile and the returns you expect, and just deposit. Or if you don't like to take part, you can just withdraw, and same from our platform. So it's very easy to use.
Thank you, Sven. You know, that truly sounds seamless. It's exactly what the new users are looking for. And I think you guys are really making onboarding very much easy, right? Plus, you're also offering the educational resources for them, helping them to grow, right, on their crypto journey. So that's fantastic, Sven. Now, on the flip side, now that we've tackled the newbie side, let us also know that, I mean, let's also be aware that there are skilled traders here today listening with us who would also love to share their expertise. So let us talk about how they can lead and benefit from it. So, Sven, I'm pretty sure that we have some, great traders watching with us as well. So, how can they become, let's say, a copy trading leader on your platform, and what are the benefits that they can get from it?
Yeah, so first of all, if you're a trader who not experienced yet option trading, I can just recommend you to look into the space, maybe try out on our platform or even on others, because if you're successful in the future side, you will be way more successful on the option side. So I can guarantee you this. And second of all, if you want to offer a copy trading strategy, we are more than willing to look into it. Every trader who wants to offer, he need to apply to us. So he can do this either reaching out in our Telegram channel or sending an email at info@bitopex.io. And then we probably look into your strategy. We'll have some questions. Maybe want to see some back tests and simulation, and then we can set up a strategy, and you can benefit from our community. We have very strong community, so if you have a good strategy, which we also go through our due diligence process, I can guarantee you that you're getting a lot of assets under management. But of course, we are quite tough with our checks, but we are very happy for every application of every trader.
Thank you, Sven, for that. I think that's a great way to also encourage community participation, right? I believe giving them this win-win situation, right, for both the leaders, the followers. It's very fantastic for us to hear about that. Thank you, Sven. So to all people listening, before we jump into our last question coming from my end, I recommend you to drop in your questions so that the Blockchain Express community will be able to gather some that we will be answering on today's AMA. Now, Sven, before we move into the community questions, okay? Let us give the community something to look forward to. A sneak peek into the future. So, Sven, before we move into the community questions, what exciting updates or milestones should all users watch out for in the next coming months for Bitopex?
Yeah, so we have a lot on what we are working. So first of all, we further want to improve the usability and design. We recently had a redesign on the option cards. We will continue that for the whole website, and also here, as the option cards are really popular products. People are getting here successful in trading who have like not really understanding in trading, and this product we want to expand and add here like more possibilities in terms of trading. And yeah, we want to grow more on the copy trading, of course, right? So we're doing here quite well, and we have quite some plans for new products on the trading side, but it's maybe a bit too early to reveal. And yeah, I think this will set us for the next couple of months. But we of course looking also into other derivatives like futures, where we can maybe get some niche combination of futures with options. So you could basically trade like do grid trading with like insurance of options and so on. So quite some fancy stuff. But I think in general we want to always go in a road where we have products which are quite unique. So where you can find really, not every day's trading futures product which is on every platform. We want to really find very cool and fancy products which also help our users to be successful in trading.
Thank you so much, Sven, for that. Those are the really great updates for us to hear. And of course, it sounds like a bit of Pax roadmap is really packed with momentum on the next coming months. Thank you for giving us some heads up into the future. Now, of course, ever since, guys, the Blockchain Express team have been gathering some questions from our audience. So, yeah, let's take some few live questions from our community because there's some that came in ahead from the traders who are eager to learn more. So, Sven, are you ready to answer some questions from the community?
Of course, of course.
All right. So the first question we've got here. Okay, so the question is asking, can you share how Bitopex ensures transparency in its copy trading system? For example, can the followers see the full track record of the traders they copy?
Yes. So if you go on our copy trading section and you go on explore more, and you scroll down, you see like one menu point, trades accredited for rebates, and here you see every trade of and every position of every trade, and also all the past trades. So you can see here like many hundreds of trades. So I think it should be quite transparent. And in addition to that, we had already many webinars, and we regularly make webinars where we explaining strategies. We had in past also where we opened together positions and so on with the community. Maybe we're going to do that in the future again. So yeah, so it's quite transparent.
Thank you, Sven. And that commitment, that great delivery of transparency is something very important because data driven trust, it always win in the long run. So thank you, Sven, for answering that question. Thank you to the person who sent this as well. Now, we've got a more technical one, but before we get into the second question from the live guys, please just drop in your questions in the comment section and we'll try to answer everything. And I also recommend you to come follow all of the social media links of Bitopex already posted in our Telegram community and even on this Binance Live as well. Now, to our second question coming from the audience is Van. How are your one-click options priced behind the scenes? Is there an algorithm or model that determines the strike and expiry automatically?
So like behind the one-click options or the option cards, there are option combinations. So if you buy one card, you buy a so-called spread, probably. So it's a combination of one sold option and one bought option, maybe either put or call. Later one, it will be more complex structures. And basically, you buy against the market or sell against the market a fraction of such a structure. So it's not really magic behind it. So I think partly you can also see the derivatives behind that. It's just you can do this by yourself, right? So if you can also check in our academy option spreads and so on, and how you can do all this. But for a user who's coming from long and short, it's quite complicated to think itself through the option space, and also to make these combinations and then also abstract it that you trade a certain condition. And basically we just simplified it with predefined structures which are automatically generated, but there's no algorithm or something behind that. It's just like you buying or selling some options against the market which are predefined by the system in a certain combination.
Thank you, Sven, for clarifying that for everyone. I think, of course, for our traders out there, that is really one main thing that they should really be informed about, or one thing that they truly need to understand. So, thank you, Sven, for that. Now, here's the community favorite, Sven, because actually some community members have asked this as well. So, Sven, does Bitopex plan to list its own native token in the future? Perhaps for trading discounts or governance, maybe inside your platform?
So we have our own token. So far, our community could use it, and you getting discounts when you hold the token, or you getting. So, for example, for affiliates, we're working a lot with affiliates. They're getting more commission. They're getting more levels in their affiliate plan, and in the copy trading, you pay less trade success fee. and all these kind of things. So you can benefit from that. Also, there will become trading fee discounts in the future, and we plan to list next year. So for now, it's just for our community, and our community means if you're a user, I think you can still buy some tokens inside the platform. There might be like a small limited pre-sale to generate additional community. But yeah, then we plan to list, and also we potentially expand our platform for also for spot trading, at least for our own token, to make a bit like usability more easy.
Thank you, Sven, because that is a question that everyone is keeping an eye on. So, thank you for that. So, to the people listening, guys, of course, to those who want to bag in their tokens as well, you can get it inside our platform to avail yourself some great benefits, some great discounts on the platform. Thank you very much, Sven. So, moving on, is when we've got a really interesting question here because users are really asking for more flexibility, right? This is one thing that most traders really want to experience. So, Sven, there's a question here asking, am I able to customize our own option cards or copy trading parameters like setting stop losses or profit targets?
So for your option card, you can you have predefined versions, but you can basically build your own option construct on the option trading page, right? So you can buy and sell and come to certain condition. We thinking about also making this feature that the user option cards, and it's maybe something what we will do in even this year, because there will be like a coming update. And on the on the order types. So for now, we don't have a stop loss order, but you have a different risk profile, as you're not getting liquidated or something like that, right? So it's option work a bit different. So it's not that necessary. But what we plan, one order type which is maybe unique to option, which is more like uh, condition, right? So when price reaches this, then I want to close my option, right? So like like more if when, right? Right. And this is also in backlog. So we hope to bring that live in the next couple of weeks or months.
That is very good and very exciting as well as fun. Thank you for sharing that and for clarifying that for the audience because I think this would definitely enhance, that user experience that everybody is aiming
Sure.
for. So thank you, Isvan, for that. It's really fantastic. Now, I actually chose this one last question because I think this would be a great question to wrap up our live segment, with something more forward looking. So, Sven, the last question we have seen from the comment section is if you had to describe Bitopex vision in one line for 2025, which is a year that is ending now, what would it be?
Yeah. So my vision is to make a platform where user can actually earn money in trading, because all platforms, they're designed users not making money. So if you're looking into the futures trading with all the leverage, if you look into the product, it's basically designed that people losing money. It's designed like a casino. So my vision is to make a platform where users can earn money without they spending 10 years in trading, right? So it's very simple, just like make a platform where user can earn money.
Thank you, Sven, for that. That is a perfect note to end on. One that is bold, it's clear, and truly inspiring for us. Knowing that the team is not doing this for the profit, for the money, but you guys are really wanting to build a platform, one that truly lasts and one that really puts the people at the very center. So thank you so much, Sven, for answering all of the questions we've got, and coming from my end and coming from the community as well. Thank you for sharing all of these insights, and it's been a really fantastic discussion with you. But this fan, of course, before we officially close this AMA, since we've tackled all the questions, can I ask you for a quick closing remark? Just a message you'd like to leave for our audience listening, or some call to action. So, yes, Van, the floor is yours.
Yeah, of course, I would be very happy if you give us the honor to visit our platform, Bitopex.io, and I would really just, even if you're afraid of trading, just look at the option cards. I would be curious about your opinion. I think like most of you will think it's interesting product. It's something what you didn't see in trading, and I think it's very curious. And same for copy trading. Like, give us a chance with a small amount of money. Wait couple months, you will see you're getting good returns. We are already here for more than 3 years, of almost 3 years, not more than 3 years, almost 3 years. And yeah, and at the end, I can only encourage everyone to learn option trading, because even if you don't trade options, but you learn how it works, you will understand markets better. And you can do this for free on our platform. Just make an account, go to Academy, and you can go through our videos, and then you understand more than 99% on the crypto market.
Thank you very much, Sven, for that very impactful message for all of the audience listening, and thank you as well to the people who asked in their questions. Thank you, guys. And if there's any questions that we didn't get to answer or we didn't touch on this AMA, can kindly connect directly with the team on their official community chats. So the team will be in touch with you directly from there. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sven, and to give everybody something to close to wrap up our AMA. Just a quick summary for everybody, guys. I think it's been very clear that Bitopex is not just simplifying the options trading itself, but they're basically reimagining it, blending the ease to use, the transparency, and the performance all into one cohesive experience for everyone. So, guys, if you're just someone new in the space, someone who's just interested in trading, wants to learn trading, or a professional looking to lead, I believe Bitopex seems ready to offer both opportunity and innovation to all of us. So, once again, a huge thank you to our guest, Sven, for joining us today, and for the entire team as well of Bitopex. Thank you guys for sharing this wonderful vision with the Blockchain Express community. And we'd love to thank our amazing community for tuning in. Thank you guys for your amazing support and for your lovely energy participating on this AMA. So, guys, for a final call to action, don't forget to follow Bitopex's official channels for more updates. Maybe there are campaigns coming up soon, something that we can engage on, and maybe some new features to be rolled out soon as well down the road. So, yeah, I think that concludes our Amy for today. Thank you, everyone. Thank you as well as Van, and we wish all the very best for Bitopex. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Bye
and have a
bye.
very fantastic week ahead. Bye, Sven. All the best.
You too. Bye bye.